can
grill.
taste it right
It's
now. I can
delicious.
smell it. His
It's
lamb
delicious.
chops. Ooh, Lord have
So
mercy.
good. So great. So I
You
mean,
see, I had to touch myself.
exactly.
Lord.
Ooh, okay, not here.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, let me take a drink. Oh, Lord Jesus.
You retired now.
Yes.
Tell us where you just got back from.
Well, I went to Colorado Springs. I had a cousin that her son, also my cousin, graduated from high school.
Okay, it's that season.
Yep. Colorado Military Academy.
Wow.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Very impressive.
So tell me what else was impressive about Colorado. Was that your first time?
Yes, it was my first time in Colorado Springs, Colorado, period.
Yeah.
And we had an itinerary and we did things. We got in early. The actual graduation was Saturday. We got in late Wednesday night. So Thursday we hit the ground.
Well, did the altitude mess you up?
A little bit. I feel like I'm still kind of messed up.
Yeah.
I feel kind of clogged, but it was so beautiful. The weather was perfect.
Yeah.
The first day we went to, it's called the Americans Bridge.
Oh, okay.
And it is man-made, and it was made, I think, like in 1929 or something. I'm not sure, but it was made in the 20s, and it was at that time it was the highest bridge.
Okay.
And if you look down, you'll see the gorge, which comes from Arkansas, the Arkansas mountains.
Yeah.
And it's a whole flow, and it's really, really beautiful. You had the mountain goats out there.
Oh my goodness! Did they faint? Any fainting?
No, but they were climbing that. They were climbing that mountain. No, I did not faint. I had a wonderful time.
Because sometimes people use that extra oxygen boost to help them calibrate to the city because it is way above altitude.
It
and
really,
the weather changes so fast.
Oh my goodness!
I remember when I went to Colorado, there was snow at the airport, and then we went on about our day. It ended up being 70 degrees later. And we went for 420. Did you do any 420 things?
Well, I did. But let me finish with the bridge.
Oh, okay.
And the bridge has all 50 of the flags. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful day, but it was very windy. And the altitude is very high. So we couldn't get on the gondola. And which is like a little that's train in the air.
Busch Gardens got you covered this summer if you need to get that gondola,
but never this high.
Oh no!
So, but high. Colorado, yes. And then we went to the Garden of the Gods, Rocks of the Gods.
Garden of the Gods.
Garden of the Gods, and it was everything was just beautiful.
That's a
beautiful
free roadside attraction. A lot of people stop there, Garden of the Gods. Did you meet any interesting people there?
Oh, I did. We were taking pictures, the family, because I had my other two little cousins, my aunt and my uncle.
Family things.
Yeah, it was really family things. And it was so sweet. And one of the photographers, he saw we were taking pictures. A guy came up and found out he was a photographer.
Yeah.
And the pictures came out beautifully. And then the next day, we went to the zoo.
Oh.
Which is really high up on a mountain, and you actually go up the mountain. The zoo is actually on the mountain, and you go up on the mountain to explore the zoo. And it was really nice. You had an opportunity to feed the giraffes. They even had a little show where it taught you how to take care of the rhinos. And it was very, very nice, very kid-friendly. I love a good zoo.
Did it make you want to be a little Tiger King and put a zebra in your backyard or something?
No.
No,
ma'am. But while we were there with my two little cousins, they had a plant sale.
Oh,
which I thought was kind of exciting. Yeah, they were selling some of the plants that they grow there to feed the animals. So my cousins who were 6 and 7, they got one got a radish plant, and the other one got a lettuce plant. And it's the same radish that they use to feed the animals and the lettuce that they use. So it was really very interactive. So it was fun. It was a nice little momentum to take back. Yes. Now, you asked me, since I was in Colorado, and it really was a Colorado high.
Oh, yes.
It was my first time going to a dispensary.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you about that.
Walk us through it.
Yes, because I didn't know what to expect or what to do.
Okay.
And when we went, it was you go into it was like this little storefront. You go in, and it was a two-way mirror. Whereas it was mirrored on our side, but I guess they could see us. And this little voice came through the box, and it said, "Your IDs, please." So we put in our IDs, and I guess they checked us out or whatever, or entered our information into their system, and then only our group. Yes. And it was, I think it was 3 or 4 of us, and we went in. So we went into another room, and in that room they had a display of everything. Now this dispensary had recreational as well as medicinal.
Oh.
So it was very, very organized. They gave you they talked about each item that they had. If you had questions, asked you questions as what kind of effect were you trying to get.
Yes.
They even gave recommendations. And so
so you had a pleasant bud tender?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what that means. Oh.
The people who walk you around and tell you what you might want to explore.
You could tell they were already on something. I mean, on a I shouldn't say something. They were already on a floor.
Yeah.
So that's what of course I had to ask. Inquiring minds had to ask. So I said, so tell me about your benefits. What, this seems like a cool job. And it was like, oh yeah, we get tried everything over here. And I was like, wow, I don't know how I would be able to function and do that. But I commend you. I admire you. You do your thing.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was I didn't know what to expect.
Different than the first time I went to Colorado.
But let me tell you.
Oh, you tell me.
Because when you're in those elevated mountains, it takes you feel
your
the
elevator
effect.
Go a little higher than it's supposed to.
Yes, I don't know if it was not supposed
to. They tell you to take it easy. Did you take it easy? Did you take it easy?
What does that mean?
Was the room spinning too fast?
No, I giggled a lot.
Did you need the ambulamp?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I did good. Okay. I did good. And it was nice. It was a nice experience. Yeah. It was a very what's the word?
Yeah. Mellow?
No, it was euphoric. It was really nice.
Okay.
A nice What? Help me with the word.
Hey,
what's the word I'm trying to say?
Euphoric. How long? Euphoric.
Yeah, euphoric. Good gracious. Well, it's been a couple days. I'm still coming down, but you really do. You experience it for a minute. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Well, when I went for 420, it was a national holiday.
Oh, yes, it is. It is.
People on the streets flipping signs like the tax man. They had a live DJ at the dispensaries, food trucks outside of all the dispensaries. Flags waving. It was a time.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Wow. Everybody was there. Everybody had day parties, night parties, morning parties.
Parties.
Yeah, I was getting flyers like Vegas. Like, here, come to this, come to this, come to this. And, it was just a very much different vibe. And then 6 months later, I went back like nothing happened. It's like when I went to Chicago the day after St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, wow.
It was a lot. I also, the day after, you get a really good deal on travel. I went to Chicago the day after St. Patrick's Day. Flights were low. Also went to New Orleans the day after Mardi Gras. Airbnbs, everything was available. Low prices. They were ready to book because everybody went there for Mardi Gras.
That's a good tip.
So if you want to save on travel and you want to see the city, but not really see what the city is, the event that the city is known for, go the day after. I bet April, 23rd was a great time to be in Colorado.
Well, I tell you what, May was too.
Yeah, it was. You get a good rate and everything.
And we met a lot of good, nice people.
Yeah.
Everyone was pretty much friendly.
Yeah.
Service was amazing.
Yeah, because everybody's medicated, so they happy.
Well, not everybody, but because you can.
Yeah.
I've never been in an Airbnb where it said smoking is allowed because it's Colorado. But if
they
you
love
ever
their pets and their plants,
they do. So if you're ever in Colorado Springs, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Black Bear Cafe. Diner.
Oh, yes.
The Black
So
Bear
you went
Diner.
there.
We had food there.
Yes.
We had a catered event for the graduation.
Oh,
Black
wow.
Bear Black Bear
Yes,
Diner.
I've heard great things about that.
Oh my good, the food was delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, they make pancakes the size of your head.
No lie, that's what we had. We had the pancakes. We had the bear claw.
Yeah.
Hash brown casserole.
Oh yes. Yes. Delicious. Delicious. And did you have
that
the
was a
grits?
meal in itself? No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't have the grits, but we did have. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, Black Bear is awesome. It's awesome.
Black Bear Diner.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Okay, you said highly a lot about Colorado.
I did. I enjoyed it. I'm going back. Definitely going back. Going back.
Well, you know what I'm not going back to? I'm going to be free because right now okay. So I went to a restaurant with Reginald. I went to the bathroom. I washed my hands and I read a poster and I was answering questions yes to this poster, and it had me thinking. Can I share the poster with you?
Please share the poster with me.
So poster's here, and you tell me, is this motherhood? Ask the questions to me, and mothers, you let us know yes or no in the comments if you answer yes to any of these questions. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to just go right in the middle where it says, ask yourself, has anyone ever convinced you to have sex for money?
All my bills are paid is all I got to say.
Oh, okay. It's from your husband?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Let's specify, please. Let's specify.
Yeah.
Because when you say all your bills paid, we got to make sure that they're paid by...
Oh, yeah, my husband.
Okay, all right. Has anyone forced you to work to pay off a debt to them or anyone else?
Just, yeah.
And who is this?
Also my husband.
Oh, okay. Okay. Has anyone ever lied to you about the type of work you would be doing?
Yeah, the people at the hospital when they gave me my babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
The type of work. So that you thought
it's a motherhood.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's not exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Has anyone made threats against you or your family?
Yes, my Sagittarius child.
That would be
the
Zoe,
baby.
The
yes.
Zoe.
Yes.
Yeah. So what kind of threats has she made against you?
Oh my goodness. If she don't get everything Jill Scott was talking about when she sang that song.
What song?
For breakfast, I want toast, 3 scrambled eggs and grits on her way to school. And I mean it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, you remember that little boy on Wife Swap where he said, bacon is good for me.
Your daughter could have.
Your daughter, we're the sorry people.
And the sorry people.
Oh, yes. Y'all got to look that up.
Okay.
The little boy, he was, yeah.
All right.
That's her.
Well, it says, I'm looking at this, they're talking about human trafficking is modern day slavery. Yeah. So you answered yes to these questions. It says, is it possible? It is possible you could be a victim of human trafficking without even realizing it.
Yeah.
So you think maybe you're living in motherhood is like modern day slavery.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And you know, it's just.
I'm sorry. Because if you you think about it, you do.
Cute. They are so cute. But then they also are just so sometimes just annoying and worrisome. Like I can't even finish a sandwich without everybody in the house wanting to bite. Oh, mama, you make it look so good. Like I don't get a full meal. I know. Oh, you're a grandparent, so you turn it on and off. I don't get a hot shower as long as I need to get a hot shower.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, peeling the.
So you have no privacy.
No.
Yeah. Nobody respects your boundaries.
No, the baby, she ripped the curtain back talking about, can you open this go-go
What
squeeze?
curtain?
The shower curtain.
Wait. So you were in the shower.
In the shower.
Trying to clean your body.
Walk right on past her daddy and asked me
up the
stairs to open the go-go squeeze. Yeah.
And what did you do?
I opened the go-go squeeze.
Okay.
And I asked her to leave.
Oh, you had to ask?
Yeah, I asked her.
And what's your request?
The squeeze was open. She was out the door.
Okay. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. But did I feel
violated?
A little bit. Absolutely, I did. Absolutely, I did. So, we might need to call the people.
I think you need to have a talk with your people.
I do. And this
respecting your boundaries.
I know.
Because do you know that victims of human trafficking are protected under both United States and Virginia law?
Oh, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're spreading awareness today.
So would you really think but to be honest right here, do you really think you're being forced to engage?
I mean, I guess I could leave. You got any extra bedrooms at your house?
No, we're booked up. Sorry.
Oh.
Just for grandkids.
Oh, they can stay. Well, then that'll work too. They can stay over there.
That's fine.
I think all my problems will be over. I'm okay.
Nope, they won't be. They would not be. Nope, they wouldn't be.
We stop the threats.
Nope, it wouldn't. But they would ask you, why you leave me here?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yep. But motherhood is no joke.
It's not.
And that's why I think when it comes to Mother's Day, they have to pull out all the bells and the whistles and, the lights and all that.
They should. They should throw a parade. But if they did throw a parade, it would be organized at the last minute. The Friday before is when they would sign the paperwork for Sunday.
Oh, this is so funny. What was it? I want to say Friday or Saturday before Mother's Day. I was in Kroger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this, I don't know if they changing the Kroger around or whatever, but my neighborhood Kroger, all of the flowers and all that, the floral was right in the front in the beginning of when you walk in now.
Yep.
And it used to be like over in the back, but now it's right front and center. And it was like a madhouse trying to get in the Kroger because people were picking up flowers and balloons right and left. I said, wait a minute. And I want to say it was Saturday. Y'all wait until the very last minute.
Some of them be in there Sunday.
I believe you.
Some of them be in there Sunday. I have needed one or two things and gone in there and the line wrapped up 3 hours. I said, I'm just going to have to get my sour cream from the 7-Eleven because this is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mother's Day is no joke. And then you had college graduation.
Yeah.
People were having parties right and left.
Why they make us share Mother's Day and college grads?
Well, I think that's a part of it.
Been on the same.
I think because mothers, they get that. And it's like a nice little present as well. Now, Father's Day.
Hampton University, they had their graduation on Mother's Day.
What?
Yeah, how do you feel about that if I graduated on Mother's Day? Would you be there?
Of course I would be there.
Okay.
But would I be a little salty afterwards? Probably.
We had to put your name on the cake too?
Or we had to have me a Mother's Day Monday.
Oh, okay. I like that. Because they done took Easter Monday away from us.
Yeah, because that's a lot of work. Huh?
Have a Mother's Day Monday.
Yeah, have a Mother's Day Monday.
Let me describe the perfect Mother's Day Monday. So your husband dropped the kids off. He did a parent pickup line. And then he let you bed rot for a little bit. Bring you back your favorite sweet treat. Maybe some Starbucks or a little, breakfast sandwich to go.
Nice.
And you just do what you want to do. And then you turn it back on when the kids get out of school. So maybe you whip them up a meal or help with homework. But you had those few hours to yourself. I don't think it's unrealistic to ask for, just once in a lifetime to have a Mother's Day without your kids.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I don't have children. I mean, little kids. But a good Mother's Day for me would be not having to get up and take the dog out.
Oh, okay.
Be able to sleep. Not be able to prepare the dog's breakfast.
Oh, goodness. Yes.
Just staying in sleep. I would love my favorite chore. My favorite activity is to bed ride.
Oh, my goodness. Who doesn't?
Love a good bed ride.
Lifetime hate to see me coming.
I love a good bed ride. And then just give me off duty. I just want off duty. I really want a real day off.
So mothers, you let us know what you think is a good Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
Because, the dinner reservations are packed. The people, it's just a lot of people.
Oh, I definitely want my food prepared. I want my favorite dish. I really do.
But nobody compares to the way my husband cooks on that grill.
Ooh, I don't know. Tell me, why would you think? Why? What does he do?
Every other restaurant lamb chop I had ever had paled in
Ooh.
comparison to the ones he put on the
I can
grill.
taste it right
It's
now. I can
delicious.
smell it. His
It's
lamb
delicious.
chops. Ooh, Lord have
So
mercy.
So great. So I
You
mean,
see, I had to touch myself.
exactly.
Lord.
Ooh, okay, not here.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Ooh, let me take a drink. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Ma'am, this is a Chili's.
Sorry. Still got a little Colorado on me.
I see. Yeah. But you know, Father's Day is not, we need to definitely roll out the red carpet for our fathers.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But it starts early. We plan early.
Yeah, we have to. We had to get Mother's. That's why they have Mother's Day probably in May, so that we can get ready for Father's Day in June.
I guess.
Because you know, soon as Mother's Day is over, what are we doing? We shopping for Father's Day.
Oh, I already had my gift.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You be thinking, okay, what, I'm ready to get his Father's Day gift. I'm ready. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, you just.
And I just want to give a shout out to these fathers out here. We love you. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely.
You're raising
be strong. Be strong.
Beautiful children out there.
That's right. It's not for weak. It's not for the weak.
Parenting.
So we
That's
really
why I always tell my husband, it's us versus them.
Mm-hmm. Got to be united.
Got to be together.
Have to be united.
We got to because we need them to be a tight unit, and we're gonna be a tight unit.
That's right.
That's who they're gonna have when we're not around, and we're gonna have each other when they're not around.
That's right. And I mean, I've seen couples, in my generation, raising these kids together, and then when the kids gone, they have nothing. The parents have nothing in common.
Yeah,
and they don't even know how to even kind of connect and enjoy that period. But I am here to tell you, be united for your children, but also be even more so for each other. Yeah. You have to. Yeah. And it's not even against. You are a parental team, a parental unit that's trying to instill the best that you possibly can for your children. And they don't need just one-sided. It needs to be both-sided. Even if you are with your partner or not with your partner and you are co-parenting, from a distance, just love your children enough to know that what you put in them is valuable, is necessary. And even if you don't have that type of relationship with your parents, and for whatever reason, just kind of think a little bit, I don't know what may have happened there.
But you have to show your children that even if you have conflict, you're able to resolve it.
Yes.
They have to see the resolve. So
in a healthy way. Not by coping with something else or raising your voice or raising your hands. These are a part of you. This is your being, and your hands don't belong on them. Your mouth don't belong on saying negative things to them. Even if you feel a certain way, you still got to do it with love because they are so worthy of that. They're so worthy. Yeah,
and sometimes I even do a little pulse check with my children, and how do you think I handled that, or how would you have handled this situation, or what do you think is best? Because I want to see what kind of humans I'm growing.
Okay,
and what their responses are. I know that's not very old school.
No. It's just
you do what I say because I said it.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't have time to explain.
Not all
the
time.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it later, or we can even talk about it enough before so that if anything happens, But sometimes you, as a parent, you do not have time to explain.
You don't. You
do not have time to explain, or your answer across the board is to make sure you're safe.
Yeah, but not every time. And I do,
because sometimes, like I think I've said it to you, and I've said it to my grandchildren. I'm not here for a discussion.
Oh yeah, I say that too.
This is not a discussion.
I say that too.
This is not a discussion. If I need you to do this, or I want you to do this, or I'm telling you to do this, this is what needs to be done. We'll talk about it later. I promise. We can have a whole conversation. But right now, I need it done.
And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So I'm looking forward to Father's Day. I think we're going to have a few tears on my side.
Why?
I mean, just happy tears. I'm excited about my gift.
Oh, okay. Father's Day, to me, is kind of hard because I have a husband that can, he can burn on the grill as well. And I enjoy his meals more than he enjoyed mine, I'm sure. But I am good when it comes to a takeout.
Yeah.
I am good when it comes to a takeout.
You get all the sauces and all the extra things.
Absolutely. And have you ever been disappointed on Mother's Day?
Disappointed?
Yeah.
It happens occasionally. I don't let it. I don't let it get to me.
I've been disappointed.
Yeah.
I have been disappointed because my husband's birthday is actually around Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets sometimes, especially in the beginning of our marriage, it got a little murky.
Oh.
Because, we celebrate birthdays hard.
Yeah.
But we celebrate Mother's Day hard too.
You celebrate all the days hard.
I do.
You like to celebrate.
I do. And I feel like there is a degree of separation. I mean, I'm gonna whoop your party up.
Yeah, a helium tank hates to see you coming.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I was blowing up balloons in Colorado too.
I bet you were. I bet you were. You love a good balloon.
I do. I love a good party.
Yes.
Good party.
Yes.
But yeah, I have. So with me, I had to discuss it, but I had to discuss it in a very calm manner.
Yes.
Because I didn't want, I needed to say what I needed to say.
Yeah.
I needed to express what I was feeling.
Yeah.
And I had to make sure that we didn't experience that again.
And ladies, you know how to motivate your partner. You know how to tell them what you want and how you want it and explain to them what makes you tick and what doesn't make you tick. You just got to use your resources and let them know, hey, listen, I didn't like that, or I want you to. Positive reinforcement works too. When they do something, you appraise them and go over the moon about it, so they will keep it up. And so, that was very good. You had that open conversation.
Yeah,
let them know how you felt, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get better, or it has gotten better.
It will get it has gotten better, and it will get better.
Yeah,
but you do have to say it correctly. I did not initially say it correctly.
Yeah.
And nothing was resolved.
Yeah.
So had to say it again at another time. But it's always the way you present it.
Absolutely.
It's the way you present it. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely. But Father's Day, they get a graduation too.
Yeah, they got the high school grads. It's dads and grads.
And the elementary. And the elementary.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Elementary.
Yeah. Those little pre-Ks and pre-kindergartens and 5th graders or 6th graders before they go to middle school and all that.
I think all the graduation should just be on Memorial Day.
Oh.
No.
Really?
Just that whole weekend. They could just put it right in the middle, end of May, everybody graduate.
And then break off.
And we done.
Okay. Cool.
Let the people know I said that.
You heard it.
Yeah. So my travel diva, being retired, tell me, what's your packing style? How early do you pack for these trips? Or do you plan it out? What you do?
I do. I have a room.
Okay.
One of our spare rooms.
Oh, so you do got space for me. Okay, that's another conversation.
No. That's my packing room. So you don't have room for you there. Sorry. Just the grandkids.
Okay. So tell us about your packing room.
Well, I have a room. And first of all, it depends on the amount of days. So I determine which size luggage I'm going to have.
Okay.
And so I normally lay it out on the bed.
Yes, because you love to be a carry-on queen. I've seen you pack
I can
for a long time in a carry-on. I love that about you.
I do. I really do. And I'll just think about, okay, the next cruise I have is next month.
Yeah.
So I already know it's going to be in a warm places, a tropical,
summertime.
Caribbean or tropical cruise. And I just started, I always have my bag of my necessities, my toothpaste, my toothbrush, my little cologne, deodorant, that stuff. That's always packed. Always
packed. Oh, yeah,
packed.
me too. I got to travel.
Yep, I have my travel, my
toiletry bag.
Toiletry bag. Yeah, cosmetic bag.
It never gets unpacked.
Or I always refill it when I come back from a trip and just leave it to the side. Always.
Yes.
And it has the appropriate sizes and all that. So, and I also keep like my chargers packed all, because I know exactly. You have like 11 cables around, right?
Oh, my
so I just keep one designated in my luggage as well. But when I go on cruises, I always carry my adapter too.
Oh, that's smart. That's very smart.
It's always in there. So these are things that are always packed, irregardless of where I'm going.
One thing that helps me when packing is coming up with a color scheme so I can bring fewer footwear. So if
that's the biggest bulk of your packing.
So if you're wearing beiges and browns, you have everything that's in that same colorway. If you have bright tropical colors, etc., so that your shoes, your sneakers, your hat, your everything, your glasses, because I like to change my glasses.
Yes, you do. That's your accessory.
Repeated a pair this whole episode.
I don't think so.
You know,
I know you make me want to
series.
go out and get some more. But you look cute. I love your frames.
Yeah,
love your frames.
So that's important to me. I got to match it with my outfit and etc. So you picking a colorway helps.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we talked about the magnets.
Yes, cruise magnets.
Mm-hmm,
I love love a hook.
And I noticed also when I went to the Dollar Tree that they have these little first aid kits. They're like, but it's like Band-Aids.
You mean the 5-quarter store?
5-quarter, 6-quarter, 7 quarters. It's
they trying to go up to $1.75.
They have. But anyway, that's another story. But I just picked up like some Band-Aids, just little things. And I always have like a little pack of maybe some Tylenol or like even a cold and flu. And I've been
Pepto-Bismol.
Oh my goodness, yes.
My carry-on too. I have safety pants. I have melatonin. I have Band-Aids. Because time travel, sometimes you need a little melatonin to lay down.
I even carry now COVID tests.
Oh, that's smart.
If I know I'm going somewhere else immediately afterwards, just to be safe for my safety as well as my family's safety.
Like jet setting to do.
Yes, I do.
That's great. That's a great tip. And so do you pack it early?
Absolutely. As I think of it.
Oh, okay.
As I think, that's
you
got
the purpose. A suitcase open right now.
A suitcase is open. Because my suitcase is open right now. When we came back, we just came back a couple days ago from our last trip, and we were in an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So we did our laundry and everything before we left. So when I got home, I was unpacking clean clothes.
Oh, that's very
So I was
smart.
able to hang those up and put things up. And
I was just going to ask if you pack early, do you unpack right away? Always.
Sometimes it depends on how much fun and what time I get back. Now with the cruise, which I'm sure I won't be, having wash and dryer. But I'm also going to stop and do some visiting.
Oh.
So I'm going to be gone for about maybe 3 weeks.
Oh, my goodness.
So, but I could still pack that one carry-on and do my laundry or whatever and keep it going.
Same everywhere you go.
Yeah.
So you just keep it up. You bring your light jacket
and this time I got to figure out because somebody's coordinator boots on the ground.
Yeah. You gotta make sure you pack your boots. You might have to wear them on the
Someone
ship.
has coordinated on our cruise.
Yeah.
Have people participating who we haven't even met.
Unofficial cruise director.
We got boots on the ground. Was not on the itinerary at all, but guess what? It is now. So boots on the ground.
Yeah. So I'm the opposite of you. I don't pack early. I say I'm gonna pack early, but I throw my stuff in the suitcase at the airport sometimes.
Nope. Well, I don't. And I want my house clean.
Oh, I do too. Now that's my thing.
That's my house
sometimes
clean.
They hold me back from packing. My husband have the car all loaded up and I'm loading the dishwasher. Because I'm like, we cannot leave the house like this. We got to spray the surfaces. And I said, well, y'all know how I like it. So why y'all standing there watching me do this? Somebody do that.
Wow.
Clean it up. Run the vacuum.
Were you raised like that where you would watch your parents clean?
We had a very strict chore schedule. I will say that.
How strict was it?
White glove strict.
And from what I heard, when did you do your chores?
Right before you walked in the house.
So how much white glove do you think?
Oh, you took your hand on the back of the TV. You said the TV hot. I know you was in here watching it.
And what happened? Were y'all thrown in a dungeon or something?
Let's pull up that poster again. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Do you know why I gave y'all chores like that?
All my life I had to fight.
My mother. Do you know why I gave y'all chores?
I can see now why that I'm a parent. Because it kept us busy. We didn't have idle hands. But I wanted my hands to be idle.
They were idle. Now tell the truth. Tell the truth. Were you really working like Annie, Art Not Life?
Well, I would say my brother and I, we definitely had different chore styles. He wanted to do it right. As soon as he didn't take his backpack off, he ran in the vacuum. Me, I took the backpack off. I made a sandwich. I wrote in my journal. I did all the things instead of, I watched my 13-inch color TV.
On your side of the room.
Yeah.
they had two 13-inch TVs on both sides of their one room.
Yeah, because we couldn't agree on the channels. So I watched my TV, watched a little bit of his too.
Yeah, that was a hard life, right? That was a real hard life.
About 30 minutes before I knew you were due home, then you
did your whirlwind.
Yep.
So, how bad was that really?
How bad was that really? That's how I live my life now. If it weren't for the last minute, I wouldn't get much done.
See? I was training you for this day.
Ah, yeah. And now he get stressed out if he a week in advance.
Who?
Keon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He gotta have it. He gotta have the boxes checked.
That's right. Man. And that's the best of both worlds. You both are. I mean, really the best.
That's why I call him. What am I supposed to be doing right now? What is left to be done? How do we execute this?
Yep, ready for the next experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's how I cruise. Definitely polyester stuff. Nice. You try to look for a quality, but clothes, something I can roll up and steam out, naturally in the bathroom or something that, but I love a good cruise.
Is there anything that you say, okay, I'll just buy it when I get there? Like you don't stress about?
Body wash, deodorant, that kind of small stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even I'm at the point now, nothing really kind of stresses me. I'm like, okay, if I don't have it, either don't have it or we can just get it.
Have you ever forgotten something important?
No, not that I'm aware of.
You never took a trip and forgot something?
Oh, I've forgotten something, but you said important.
Oh, nothing's important. I've forgotten socks, underwear, bras.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's how I do. My drawers.
Swimsuits.
Oh, I've done that too.
Water shoes.
Okay, and what have you done?
Suitcase. I had to buy it because I waited. I should have waited to the last 5 minutes to pack instead of the last 1 minute to pack.
It happens.
Yeah, I remember the night of our vow renewal. We had a trip. We had to be at the airport right away. I think our flight left at like
5:30 or something.
Something
early. It was really
in
ridiculously early. Maybe 6.
Yes. So we left the hotel because we had a room there because it was a ballroom renewal.
Very nice.
Drove straight home, threw a bunch of stuff in a suitcase.
Because you hadn't packed for
nothing.
And when we partied,
we
partied.
Eyelash hanging in the back of the Uber. It was, I think I still had on the wedding makeup at the airport. Rhinestones all in my hair. And they was like, oh, you got married. Congratulations. I was like, yeah, we slid into home to get here.
But that was like that on my own honeymoon.
All of that, they lost our luggage, rebooked our flight, told us they couldn't get us there till Tuesday. But
from Sunday.
Yeah, our cruise left on Sunday or Monday, I think. And so they had to rebook our flight. Luckily, they had 2 seats left on the plane and we got them. Otherwise, we would have had to wait till Tuesday. They wrote us a check for the inconvenience. So we were already flying high, but then when we landed, they lost our luggage. So we had to go to the mall like 30 minutes before they closed.
Buy luggage. Buy things to put in the luggage.
Everything.
How much?
It was a comma. I do remember that.
Oh!
Yeah.
How much?
I can't remember, but I do remember it was enough for...
Was it 1,000?
Yes.
It was 3,000. It was...
We each got a comma. He got a comma, I got a comma. It was...
3,000. $3,000.
It could have been, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we really lucked up on that. That was a gift. That was a gift from the universe. Even though things went bad, it was a lot that went right. Mm-hmm. We enjoyed ourselves.
I love that. And I'm sure your attitude really affected your altitude.
Yeah, because we were just like, okay, well, I guess we'll just find something to do in Florida. We have a few parks we haven't hit. Or, we just really was making the best out of it. We wasn't going to let it stress us.
You can't.
We said, I guess we'll find out what happens when this happens. So, and it wasn't like we got there. We still got there a day before our cruise. We
always
to get there
recommend.
A day before
always recommend that
because
always, especially if you're flying in.
Yeah,
always recommend.
So we had about a 2-hour delay with the rebooking of the plane. But if we were flying in that day that the cruise left, we would have been in a pickle, and we wouldn't have been able to have anything to pack because they lost our luggage.
Don't do that. They
ended up finding it at midnight, so we drove back up to the airport to get our luggage after we done shopped for everything. So we had double what we need. and we only rented like a little skittle of a car.
Yes.
Because
you just needed transportation. Yes. Could have been a bike if you could do it.
Got all our stuff in the car.
I
Extra
love it.
Suitcases. So
I love that.
It was definitely a memorable experience, a memorable vacation. Yeah. And it just was definitely it really mirrored our marriage because it started. It starts out a little shaky or unsure, but then in the end, it all works out for the best.
Yeah, it does. It does. And you had to do some necessary things to make some things happen too.
Yeah, yeah. So we had a great time.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. I like that you looked into it as an experience.
It was definitely an experience.
Always. That's the way I feel like at this point in my life that. Everything I do, like I told you, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
I'm down.
The
I'm going to do it.
Time we were just saying, we are together without the kids. We are together without the kids.
Stop
we are together without the kids.
Okay.
My angels, though. My angels.
Okay. I think that is hilarious. So we have both agreed. I pack ahead.
Yes.
You're last minute.
Yes.
We both make sure the house is clean.
Man,
I want my house to smell
good.
Oh yeah, you are. Oh my goodness, you are amazing.
If I don't know where the food is and what got the best reviews, I hate getting to a new location and we in the rental car sitting there like, okay, well, where we go?
Oh.
I need to have it all planned out. Now I am the itinerary master.
You are. You really are.
Pack in advance, but I will definitely plan the itinerary in advance, and I think that's why we travel so well together. Because I got the itinerary.
Yes, because I don't mind paying. I'll give you the money.
Yes.
Here's my card. Yes. Do whatever you need to do.
I'm
gonna be packed.
Queen.
I'm a pack. But as far as what we do, no, I show up. And I do it.
I gotta watch the TikToks. What they say on TikTok about it? How many reviews do they do? Hey,
I love that. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that because you had created an itinerary for me as well when I went to Colorado.
Yeah,
because I had never been, didn't know where to go, what to do, and it saved a lot of time and stress. Because that itinerary, and I didn't do everything on that itinerary, but I tried to hit as much as I could.
Yeah.
I did. The only thing I didn't do was feed the giraffes. And I'm okay with that now. Yeah. I'm okay. Because we had some extra stuff in there as well. So it was really nice.
It's itinerary, and this is what, my family has taught me because they're a little sick of my itineraries to a point because they want to have a day to just
a free for all.
Yes.
And I think that's necessary.
And so they've let me know gently that we're just going to go with the flow. And
we have a free flow day.
Itinerary is just a skeleton for our trip. It's not the actual what it's going to be. And so
I would still like my itinerary, please.
Yes, but if I don't have an itinerary, I
know you
lost.
do it even when I've been with the children and y'all have had to travel and anything something. Give me a playbook, which I appreciate.
Absolutely,
I appreciate it because sometimes, especially
this
when
is what her bus stop looks like. This is what is allowed for packing at the lunch. It's a nut-free school. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Here's a picture of her doctor. This is the building that her doctor is in.
Her doctor headshot is up there.
Yes. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it. I appreciate it because sometimes I do go heavy when it comes with my grandchildren. I don't even like to answer the phone or anything because I just want to be so engaged with them.
Yeah.
But just having that playbook, like, okay. So, okay, good.
I know we were rushing on a few of the trips. No playbook. I said, just use the last one. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Even when I know because they get invited to birthday parties every weekend.
Oh, yes.
You always got to take them to somebody's
my Uber driving
party.
and all that.
So I start a group chat with that parent and let them know, hey, my mom was going to drop them off.
Yeah, I've met a lot of mom friends. Hey, girls. Hey, y'all. Families.
Here's a copy of the party invitation, the address. I already got the
kids
gift
know.
ready.
It's Yaya.
The gift is wrapped.
Yep.
It's
the money is stuffed in the card. We good. Yeah. Gift card, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So I do plan with that.
I like that.
But packing sometimes it just...
I understand. Well, I don't, but that's nice.
You can respect that.
Yes. The first thing we do mostly when we come home, though, is laundry.
Oh.
But if we did laundry while we were on the trip and we unpack, we done. Getting ready for the next one.
Sometimes I just take my whole suitcase to the laundromat and just get it all done at one time.
I love that. I love you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes it's about being convenient.
4 people and a dog, that washing machine. I wish I had 2 washing machines in my house.
Some families do.
That would be so nice.
Not only double ovens, but double washer and dryers.
Yeah.
And some have had it like a laundry room with, double laundries or even multi-floor laundry.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That is a quiet luxury that, if I hit the lottery, there will be signs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I might not tell you, but there will be signs.
Oh, speaking of, I need y'all to help me with this. I don't know how to go in there, and people are not treating me very nice because they have to explain things to me, and I'm like,
what are you talking about?
Playing the numbers, the lottery.
I still don't know how to do that.
Me either, and I'm like, don't you know how to do it? I'm like, no. Can you help me? Don't you? If you know how, can you help me? This is not something I do every day. This is something you do every day, right?
But I do know how to go to the casino.
I got it. I'm gonna branch off with that. I've done the dispensary. Now I'm gonna do.
You haven't been to the casino?
I went before years ago, but. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. We got so many casinos in our area and more coming. You might want to. It's a great.
Well, I'm living a new life.
Yeah. Go see what they got, and they be giving out toasters and tote bags. And
I
coolers.
heard that. They be giving out gifts.
Oh yes, they get you in there now.
Okay, well then I love a little gift.
I know you do. You line up at T-Mobile to get your.
Yes. Tuesdays.
Tell us about T-Mobile.
Yes. On Tuesdays with T-Mobile. You can get like free food. They have like little T-Mobile merch that you can get. I have an umbrella. Have a tote bag. I have a insulated bag. Hats.
And it doesn't hurt that it's your favorite color.
Oh, yes. That
hot
magenta.
Pink.
Yes.
Magenta,
I'm a magenta girl.
Yes.
Absolutely. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And I love the price. I love the service no matter where I've gone, out of country. My service has always worked fine.
That's good.
Colorado was a little issue.
Oh.
Because we were up in the mountains, I guess. But that was a little challenge. But
you made it through. I mean,
absolutely. I didn't care about
that. To call anyway.
But I missed you guys. I really did. I wish you were there with me to do that. But
I need to just go on all your trips.
I know.
I need to be retired.
Don't you?
I know.
Don't you?
I go on as many as I can.
Oh, are you going with me next month?
Where are you going next month?
I'm going to California. Are you going to be there?
I might.
Okay. I'm going on a cruise next month. Are you going to be there?
Perhaps.
And then I'm going to Coachella. Are you going to be there?
It's likely.
Okay, so there's 3 weeks of traveling back to back to back, and you're going to be there. So, yeah, okay.
But you got 3 trips before that.
Before this?
Before all the ones you just named next month. You got a trip every weekend.
Yeah. I have the same here now, right?
Yes,
I just came back from Colorado, going to Roanoke, and then we're going to Maryland.
Yeah, well, I guess we got to end this now so we can go pack for all these trips.
Wait, I got to tell you this, though.
Okay.
I like drop a little wisdom. Well, I used to work when I was working outside, when I was working for the federal government. Yeah, I had a job outside of my life. This lady used to drink Coca-Colas every morning. Not just one Coca-Cola. I mean, it was like I had my coffee. They would drink a couple cans of Coke, right? Coca-Cola.
Yeah, like some people I know.
So I was like, you really drink a lot of Coca-Colas? And they were like, yeah. I said, well, have you ever thought about, maybe drinking water? Because, water is healthier for you. And they said, I don't remember last time I had water. And I got a little nervous. And I was like, oh. I said, well, how about if you would maybe replace one of those Cokes with just maybe a glass of water?
Okay.
And then she said, yeah, well, my grandmother lived till she was 105. And I was like, wow. I said,
105?
105. I was like, wow. I said, did she drink Coke every day? And she said, no, but she mind her business.
And now?
Enough said.
Well, I guess.
She dropped the mic. And I said, I will. I want to live to be 105 too.
So, people, drink your water. Don't drink your water. But most importantly, mind your business.
Until then. Toodles.
Mind your business.